Hello everyone and welcome back to Batman the Animated Series Shadow of the Bat, and we are up to the conclusion of Heart of Ice Act 3. I'll be honest, I don't remember much about Part 2. I think the COVID booster was hitting me harder than I realised, so my memories are a little fuzzy of it, but I do remember that we were able to win, and we're now here at the finale with a little bit of a boost in the form of a ally card. The lore for Act 3 reads: Mr. Freeze has used his giant freeze ray to attack GothCorp's award ceremony, it's missing a comma, an apostrophe, to inflict his revenge against Ferris Boyle, the CEO who robbed him of everything he held dear and transformed him into his cold shell. Though Boyle is guilty, the heroes must rescue him and the other guests. The win condition: the heroes win if they rescue all the bystanders and Mr. Freeze is KO'd. The villains win if Ferris Boyle freezes, which happens at the end of turn 4, or if any hero is knocked out. So we're going from right to left this time because the heroes start outside the GothCorp award ceremony down here. There's a freeze truck here, and it's created a wall of ice that we can't break down until the hired gun here is taken out. He will not move from that spot, and his range attribute is 5 instead of 4. Once he's taken care of, this breaks down, the heroes can rush in. There's some bystanders that need rescued, there's 4 hired guns. Mr. Freeze is right next to Ferris Boyle, who's got Entangle 3. And as I said, he freezes at the end of round 4. I think that about covers everything. So with that, we have 4 turns to get in there and save him, which is a little tough, honestly. Let's see what happens. Well, battle round 1 is, of course, starting with our selection of dice. I'm actually just going to roll all 3 Batman's dice because I don't know what he really wants to start with. Well, I guess that's made my decision for me. I'll share ranged with Robin, ranged with Nightwing, and I'll give him... let's give him a foot for himself. And then Nightwing, double punches, he'll give to Batman. The foot he will share with Supergirl, and he'll keep the defense for himself. And then for Supergirl, okay, so she's sharing out movements all over the place. Does she need to... one move gives Nightwing, what, 4 movement? 4 spaces? That's enough to get him into combat, actually, so he doesn't really need it. Let's share feet with Robin. She'll keep feet for herself, and she'll share double fist. There we go. We'll turn it the right way, of course. And then Tim, same upgrades as before. We'll share a double foot with Batman, so he's got plenty of movement. Single foot with Supergirl, and he'll keep a double ranged for himself. Alright, and then we'll come over here, draw the first card, see who's going first. Mr. Freeze won't be doing anything until the ice wall is down, but the Crushers will. So we've moved over to the table. Batman, Nightwing, Supergirl, and Robin over this side of the Batmobile. That's the Batmobile there. Incidentally, I think in Act 2 you weren't supposed to interrogate the Crushers. I think you were meant to interrogate the Enforcers, who are activating first, because they get 1 action when another hired goon type activates. I think. As I say, memory's a bit fuzzy, that one. So the Enforcers do 1 action, and they can move 3. So 1, 2, 1, 2... 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There's none inside the building, not that they would activate anyway because they don't have line of sight. And then the Crushers would activate. They want to hit the person with the most HP, which is Supergirl, and they move 3. So that's 1, 2, well, I can't get any closer really. 1, 2, 3. Well, they've already blocked off the gun from me, so that's no good, but Robin can slip around. Who's next? After, oh, as I drop the card, after the Crushers, it is the Batman. Alright, for Batman's turn, I think he is going to attack the Crushers because they're too dangerous to leave alive. He'll use the double move, which I've just realised I've forgotten to put the additional icons on Nightwing's card, which I can see on the viewfinder. He's getting a double move from Robin though, so I'll use that. It gives him... actually, he might as well spend a single first. No, he'll spend a single. That gives him 3 move. He can actually just go round the car. 1, 2, 3. Puts him where he needs to be. And then I think I'm going to spend 1 of his focus on Judo Throw, which we haven't used yet as far as I'm aware. It costs 1 focus to use it. Choose an enemy figure adjacent and move him to another empty space adjacent, then make an attack +1. If it hits, the target receives a stun. So I'm going to do that. I shall spend 1 focus from Batman to do this. I'm going to flip this Crusher over my head. Do that. Not got much chance of hurting him because it's only stat +1, so it's 3 dice minus 3. Yeah, didn't hit for any damage. So he doesn't stun him, but he does move him, and that's good enough for me for now. Actually, oh no, Batman can only make a ranged attack. He doesn't have any punches. Well, no, he has a double punch from Nightwing, but that's not going to be enough to hurt a Crusher. 4 dice. Sure, why not? He'll use the 4 dice to hit the Crusher that is not flipped. That one there. Damage -3. And he rolled 2. Off to a good start. I think Ferris Boyle might die. And we'll do a ranged attack against this Enforcer to end his turn. He doesn't really need to move. Well, I guess he could. Well, we might move afterwards. Either way, we're doing a ranged attack first. Spending 2 doubles, so that is 6 dice in total. On the Enforcer, so it's damage -2. And he would only be doing 1. Yeah, I'll spend focus. 2 focus gone in 1 turn, in turn 1, to do a little bit of extra damage. That's more like it. That's all single hits. So 2 of those go away to his defense. He did 4 damage. The Enforcer has 1 health left. This gentleman right here, and he'll spend the double move from Robin, which gives him 6, so he can go 1-2. Just to get away from the Crusher, because if the wall goes down early, he can rush in and maybe deal with Mr. Freeze. Who is after Batman? The Enforcers. Alright, well the Enforcers want to hit the person with the least HP, which is Robin, so he's going to go 1, 2, 3, and not reach him. And then the other ones, he can reach, because he can go 1, 2, 3, and hit him with his other action, so he'll attack. This one will not be able to because he can't move enough because he's getting slowed down. So he'll just hit Supergirl, I guess, because she's there. So Robin's defense this turn is just 3. Blocking against 2 damage. He blocks it. And then Supergirl's rocking her 5 defense because of the upgrade I have for her. Same damage again. She actually did take 1. The invulnerable Kryptonian is the only one that took damage there. And let's see. Oh, forgot the Enforcer up here. 1, 2, 3. I think he can maybe do it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. He could double move to get over to Robin, but he's adjacent to Batman. He'll just attack Batman. I mean, it makes the most sense. Batman's rocking 3 defense only. So, 2 damage twice. 2 damage on the first hit. Fully blocks the second hit. Remember, we've got the Leslie Thompson card to heal, though, if we get really desperate. So 2 damage on Batman, 1 on Supergirl, and new card drawn. It is Tim. So I want to do big plays with Tim because he has a base rule Slippery, so he doesn't need to pay extra to break away from enemies. He still needs to pay extra to go over difficult terrain, though. So let's see, he's got 2 double feet, 1 from Supergirl, 1 of his own, and then a single. So that would be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. He's got 15 movement if he spends all his movement, so he's got to. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm putting him out of danger. Actually, let's bring him 1 more along there. As long as he's within range 3 of the guy, and he's going to do a big ranged attack on the guy working the freeze ray as good as he can. So practice makes perfect, means it's 1 + 1, and he's spending 2 doubles, bringing that to 6 dice, and it is damage -2 against the hired gun running the freeze ray. Damage -2 would mean that he is doing 4 and has taken him out. Back of the head, Batarang classic, which means that this ice wall here has dissipated because the freeze ray has been switched off. But that means Mr. Freeze will now go after them if he gets it, well, when he gets his turn, because I'm not going to be able to take him down in 1 turn, as will the hired guns inside that building. So it makes it more dangerous, but at least we're able to potentially win now. Robin's turn is done. Next card. Oh, it's the man himself. So Mr. Freeze wants to attack the person with the lowest focus, and that is equal between Supergirl and Robin, but I think he can reach Robin. So he only moves 2, but he's not slowed by terrain. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's very far away. What's his optimal range? 3. He can't get any closer and fire, so let's turn him to face Robin as well. So that would be what? That would be, if his optimal range is 3, so 1, 2, 3. He'd be losing 2, and he's doing a flat 3, so he'd be doing a flat 1. Fine. I don't think he'd charge out because that's suicide. So we'll say he's doing 1 damage to Robin's 3 base defense, which has been blocked. And then whoever he fires at, I believe at the end of his turn, place an icy terrain token under each figure he attacked. Yep, so I'll do that and put an ice thing under Robin. Oh, it would help if I drew the first or the next AI card first, but I've already done the token. It's the hired guns, and that's dangerous because there's 4 guns in that building that can get out now. Yeah, move the camera a little bit. The hired guns are activating, but first the enforcers get 1 action. 1, 2, 3, because they want to attack Robin. 1, 2, 3. Actually, no, that would be 1, 2, 3 because he's pinned down by Batman. So he's on the freeze ray, but that doesn't mean it comes back on. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And now the hired guns get activated, of which they are only inside the building. They want to attack at range 4. They're not going to get into range 4, but they do move 3. So you go 1, 2, face the door. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I guess that's it, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, their damage would come down by too much to even shoot at Batman. So yeah, I guess they just stay there. Well, they have another action, but that would like put them in the danger zone. But I guess, yeah, they would just keep... If they can't get to optimal range, they're supposed to just shoot as best they can. But if they shoot as best they can right now, they would do 0 damage, because of how much the damage would come down by, because their optimal range is 4. So that's one of those things where it's a weird interaction. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. There. I guess that's what they're gonna have to do. Next card, Supergirl. That means Nightwing's going last. So I think I would like Supergirl to get in there ASAP to start beating some sense into Mr. Freeze, although she doesn't have a lot of attack this turn. She has so much movement. Double move, that gives her 8. Another double move, that's 16. And she can add on another 4 for 20. She can go 24 steps right this turn, but that only leaves her with her double punch. So she has more than enough movement because she's not slowed by terrain either. To go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hello, Mr. Freeze. I would like to punch you a little bit. And yeah, she'll spend her double punch, and she shall punch Mr. Freeze. So she gets 3 base, 2 more, so it's 5, and Mr. Freeze's defense is 3. Oh, get these other dice out of the way, although those dice rolled well. So it's damage minus 3. She is doing 2. I don't know if that's worth spending some focus on. It wasn't really a super big hit. Yeah, I'll take the 2 damage. And then let's see. It's going to be awkward having Mr. Freeze's health built. He has 18 in total. But, sure, for now we'll just try our best to pile it up. But we might just have to keep a tally off camera, just because otherwise it might be a huge pile. But yeah, Supergirl's done, and we already know that Nightwing is ending this turn. There he is. We can just quickly do his turn as well, I think, because he can't do that much with where he is. He can do a fairly good punch attack, I suppose. I've already forgotten which one of these, this health plot. I think it's him that's 1 hit away. So Nightwing will spend a foot. That gives him 4. 1, 2, 3. Good enough. And he'll punch this guy, who I believe is at full health. And he'll do 2 doubles. So he's got a base attack of 1 and 2 doubles, so that's 5 dice in total. Damage minus 2. He'd be doing 1. He'll spend focus and re-roll those. Okay, that's more like it. He's doing 3. So this guy got 3 damage, and then to end his turn, he will do a Batarang attack on the guy with 1 health left. So it'll be, he's just rolling 3 dice against him. Damage minus 2. He'll spend focus. As long as this is a hit, he goes down. It's a hit. Kaboom. Get some targets off the field and get some damage markers off the field. And that's the end of Battle Round 1. Alright, let's roll some dice for Battle Round 2. I'm going to give Batman a set double punch because I feel like he's going to need it. Good, okay. He's going to get back 1 focus and then hopefully just automatically heal something. Nope, doesn't heal anything. That sucks. Oop, that was a double fist. I'll give that to Nightwing, and he'll give double ranged. But that leaves him no movement. I have faith that Nightwing or Robin can give him movement, so let's just keep that like that for now. Nightwing! Oh, I keep forgetting they have their gadgets back as well, so we can use that. Nightwing gets a focus back. He isn't hurt, so don't need to roll for that. He'll give the double ranged to Batman. He'll give... no, he'll give the foot to Batman. He'll give the double ranged to Supergirl. And himself, he will give double ranged as well. We'll have him do a good ranged attack this turn, maybe use a Batarang. And then Supergirl, no heals. She'll give punch defense to Robin, might get a hit this turn. Double fist to herself, and double ranged to Nightwing. Nightwing can do a really good ranged attack this turn, but we need Tim to roll some feet so people can move. He rolled 3 6s basically. He hasn't used any focus or been hurt, so alright, we just get to pick. Alright, well let's think about this then. Double foot. I mean, Supergirl doesn't really need it. She's got Mr. Freeze right in her face. Well, he's still going to select a double foot and share that with Batman for sure. He's going to keep a double ranged attack for himself. And I think he'll just share double ranged with Supergirl, because I don't think she's going to need to move. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. Let's see who's going first on the draw. Battle round 2, it is the Crushers, or more accurately, it'll be the Enforcers first. Alright, back to the battlefield. Enforcers get 1 action, and they again want to hit Robin. So he's going to move into Robin, he's going to move into Robin. This guy with 3 is going to go 1, 2, no, 3, because he's next to Nightwing. He would get up there and wait there. But then the Crushers, they want to attack the person with the most HP, which is Supergirl, still, even with the damage she's taken. Yes, because Batman is the next closest, and he's also hurt. So they move 3, so 1, 2, 3, and then he will attack her. And then Batman is in his way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this one is just going to attack Batman twice, I guess, because he's not able to move and hit Supergirl. So they do flat 4 damage, which is pretty nasty. Supergirl's defense right now, base 4, +1 for invulnerability, +1 for a shield she's got. So that is damage -4. Or sorry, 4 damage minus blocks. She took 2 damage. So she's up to 3 in total, but again we can use the Leslie Tompkins card to heal if need be. And Batman's taken that twice, and he is only 3 defense, which is not great. And if they do at least 2 damage, you actually get stun. Is Supergirl immune to stun with that ability I got her? Don't think so. No. No, so she is stunned, so she has to remove a dice. I'll just do it now so I don't forget. I'll remove the single punch block. For Batman, he's going to have to do the same, and that's going to hurt much more. 4 damage twice. So that's 3 damage, and then 3 damage. He took 6. That's not good. We almost lose right now, because that puts him at what, 6? That puts him at 8 damage of his 13 health. That's pretty nasty. That is it though, there's only 2 Crushers on the map. We are definitely going to need to use the Tompkins card when we get to Batman's turn, which is hopefully soon. It's the Enforcers. Well, Robin is certainly in for a bad time. He's going to get double attacked by 2 of them and single attacked by 1 of them. He is surrounded. He is rocking 4 defense currently. And I don't think anything else he has helps him here. Nope. So the single attack for 2 damage. He takes 1. I'm going to run out of damage icons. And then... oh, good grief. So this is 4 attacks. Doing 2 damage each time. Fully blocked. Second one. Takes 1 damage. Third one. Takes 2 damage. So that's 3 in total. And then the last one takes 1 more. So he took 4 more damage. Reach over for damage icons. There we go. So that's him at 5. He's at half health. He's got 5 health left. I think that's it for the Enforcers. Yeah, because the other one got taken out. Next on the list. This isn't looking so good. Oh, that's especially bad. Alright, the hired guns want to shoot the person with the most HP at range 4. So they want to shoot Supergirl at range 4. So he's going to move back 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to move there. Then they're both going to shoot once. Remember, she is immune to going under fire thanks to her ability I bought. 1, 2, 3. That's as good as he can get. And same. So she's getting shot at 4 times, which is still bad. But she is at 5 defense. Or 6. 6, because I spent the fist on her fist shield, but presumably you still get the shield bonus. So 6 dice, defending against 2 damage 4 times. And she's already taken damage on the first one, because that would have been a fantastic attack roll. So that's 2 damage so far. Next attack, fully blocked. Third attack, fully blocked. Last one. Full damage. She took 4 in total. The dice are not my friend. So she's up to 7 damage. Oh, I think we know, other than Mr. Freeze, all the rest of the cards in this pile are my guys. So, can I get one of them, please? Yes, okay. Alright, to start Tim's turn, I'm going to spend 1 off of the Leslie Thompson's card. So I just roll a die and heal for the amount rolled, which would be 0. We'll use focus to reroll that. I'm not sure if that's allowed, but let's give it a go anyway. He healed 1 damage. There's 4 tokens left on the card. I'm going to use 2 of them on Batman's turn and 2 of them on Supergirl's, is the plan. So he is surrounded, and he can only do like a rubbish single punch attack. I guess he might as well, why not, before he moves. So base 1 plus 1, although he does have the Trained by Batman upgrade, so if he gets a double, it counts as a triple. Damage minus 2. Single. Didn't do anything. Alright, he'll spend the double move to run away, and he's slippery, so he isn't hindered by that, but he is hindered by being in difficult terrain. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then he'll start blasting. Now the thug in front of him only has 2 health left, so we'll start with just spending a single double. So base of 1, practice makes perfect, throws in 1, the double throws in 2, it's damage minus 2. So right now he's doing 0, of course he is, he'll spend his last focus. And he rolled the exact same thing. This game is not my friend today. Fair enough, he'll just he'll do the same attack again, except this time spending 2 doubles on the same guy. Oh, fantastic, that's 2, 4, 6, that's 8. Where was that? He's down. What a waste, because he only had 2 health left. But at least he got someone, and that spent all his dice, so he's done. He is done and done. Next, Nightwing. Alright, I have a plan with Nightwing. He's going to spend the 1 movement he has, so it gives him 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, he's not stopped by difficult terrain because of Master Acrobat. And then smoke bombs are within range 3, right? Not range 4. Choose up to 4 spaces within 3. Okay, he'll use his smoke bombs. And you can use as many gadgets as you want in a turn. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I want a turn of not being attacked by the hired guns. And then he's going to do the mother of all range attacks on Mr. Freeze, I think. So, base attack of 1, and he's adding in 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6. Get these dice out of the way. I forgot they were there again. And it's damage minus 3. What an appallingly bad roll. Oof. I'm going to re-roll the whole thing. Even the 2 single hits he got. Not much better. So it's damage minus 3, so that's the damage that's ignored. 2, 4. He did 5. That's not bad, I guess. So Mr. Freeze is taking 5 more damage. I need more markers. We'll just turn one of them to a 3. And add a 3. There we go. So he's at 6, 7 damage of his 18 health. I think this is going to be a loss. I really think it is. The dice roll have not been kind. Nightwing is done. He does have enough for a physical attack, but he can't reach anyone. So yeah. Supergirl, this is our chance. So to start her turn, I'm spending 2 off of the Tompkins ally card to heal her. She heals for 3, which is pretty good. Ooh, not where it landed, but there we go. So she's healed 3, she's only got 4 damage on her. That's better than nothing. And she's... oh, she is adjacent to Mr. Freeze currently, isn't she? That's a problem, because she can't move. Oh wait, no, she counts as flying though, right? Oh, she's supposed to be getting move +1 and has the flying trait. I think that means she does not count as being adjacent. No, wait, no, it's not the same as the Man-Bat one. I remember looking this up. So she can't hit Mr. Freeze. Well, she can punch him twice. But the good ranged attack will need to be on a crusher. Alright, well, she'll spend her double fist. So that's 5 dice against Mr. Freeze. Because of her 3 base damage, and she spent a double to do it. She did 2 more to him. So he's up to 9. That's a start, I suppose. And then she'll range attack. Ooh, well now thanks to the smoke being there, I guess she'll have to go for this crusher right here, because the other one's adjacent to her, so she can't do that. Oh, I was going to say she's stunned, but no, she spent something. And Batman also has to spend something, so he'll spend his ranged, I guess, because he isn't going to be doing a ranged attack. So, base damage of 3, and she's spending 3 doubles. It's a lot of dice. Everything she has for this turn, in fact. And it's damage minus 3. That's pretty good. So damage minus 3, there's the 3 taken away. She'd be hitting for 4. I'm going to spend one of her 2 focus, because she got that focus back. Reroll all these blocks. Okay, so now she's doing 6, she's doing 8, she took him out. Splat. That's one of the more dangerous things off the field, and Batman is in less danger now. She's done though. That's it for her. Next is the Batman. Alright, well, he's going to go after Mr. Freeze, but first, the Leslie Thompson's card, the last 2 procs on it, does he heal? He heals for 3, which is pretty good, so he's at 5 damage. Now, he's going to spend a double foot for 6, sorry, and then 3 more for spending his single, so 9. Let's go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, that's all he needs. And then he's going to punch Mr. Freeze as hard as he possibly can. I don't think there's anything else he can do, really. So, 2 base, and then he's spending 2 double punches. It's not as big a hit as I was making it sound. It's only 6 dice, and it is damage minus 3. So currently, he would be doing 1. He'll spend focus to reroll those 2 blocks. Okay, he's doing 2. So that's Mr. Freeze up to 11 damage. He's got 7 health left. And it's his card that's getting drawn now, I believe, because I don't think there's anyone else left. Yep. Who has the most health now? Oh wait, no, he goes by focus, and Supergirl is definitely the lowest. So, but he wants to be at range 3 though, because he can't do a range attack at point blank, right? Can he pass through the smoke? I don't think you can pass through the smoke. It counts as like obscuring and whatnot for until it dissipates at the start of Nightwing's next turn. That's tough. I'm not sure what happens in that situation, because he is using ranged. Maybe he would just do a punch, like a basic punch or something. Not sure. I'll just have him sure then. She is flying. So maybe that doesn't mean, or maybe that means she doesn't count as being next to him anyway. She's rolling 5 defense dice, so it's 3 damage. Once again, I forgot there was dice there. That's enough dice actually. 5. It's 3 damage 3 times. So that's 1 damage. Oops. 2 damage. So that's 3 in total. And that becomes a 4. 4 more damage. So Supergirl is at 8 damage over 15 health, and that does take us to the end of the second battle round. So this is the penultimate round. I have this round and next round, if my team lives that is, to save Ferris Boyle, and I don't think it's looking so hot. We'll keep a double fist there by default for Batman. Well, he'll give the block to Robin, because he could get attacked, and he'll keep the other double fist and share that with Nightwing. Didn't heal anything. Oh, speaking of which, Nightwing gets focused back. He's still not been hurt, so he'll share the block with Batman. He'll give the foot to no one himself. He'll turn that into a double ranged. Why not? To share with Supergirl. Okay. She'll share a double move with Robin. No, because Robin might get punched. She'll share the punch and the block with Robin. She'll share the double move with Nightwing, I guess. No, she'll keep it for herself actually. Nightwing isn't slowed, it's fine. And then Tim, oops, did not roll that. He gets focus back and he does potentially heal. Nope, not at all. He'll give the block to Batman. He'll give a block to Supergirl and keep a foot for himself. Oh, I don't know what's up with that. Alright, let's see who's activating first this turn. I believe the smoke doesn't dissipate until Nightwing activates. Oh, it is going to be Tim. So unfortunately there's not really much Tim can do to help, which sucks. But let's see, he's got 3 movement, so he can go punch one of the enforcers, I guess. 1, 2, 3, and he'll just punch the one closest to him. So 1 base, and he can throw in 1, 2, 3, 4 by spending 4 singles. Why not? Damage -2. He's hitting him for 3. I'll take it. At this point, I'll take it. 3 damage to him there. He's doing nothing else, but his defense is 6 this turn, so it's not too bad. Actually, it's higher than 6. It's 7, I think. So he's doing pretty okay. It's the others I'm worried about. Nightwings, that means the smoke is also gone. Alright, Nightwing can get some stuff done here. He's going to start with a ranged attack on Mr. Freeze, I think. And he'll throw in his throwing blade, so he gets +1 die. And let's see, so his base is 1, +1 die for being a Batarang, and then he can throw in 4 more. That'll have to do. 6 dice against Mr. Freeze, damage -3. Come on, doubles. Nope. He's doing 1 currently. He'll spend the focus that he got back at the top of the turn. He's doing 2. Fair enough. So that is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 damage Mr. Freeze is up to. And he's spent all his doubles. He's going to spend his 1 move he has to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, sorry, he's not slowed, so 1, 2. Just to move there, and then he's going to use Zipline. I swapped his grapple out for a Zipline as well, like the one Batman has. Move up to 5 spaces in a straight line as though you were leaping. Any enemy model you move through suffers an attack +2 melee strike. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to get over to Mr. Ferris Boyle. And he does an automatic hit for 3 dice against the hired gun. So it's damage -2. Hit him for 1. Yeah, it's better than nothing, I suppose. To this hired gun right there. And then he can actually punch him, or I can punch Ferris Boyle. I'm actually not sure if I'm allowed to free him. Let me just bring over the book here. The bystander with entangled 3 is Ferris Boyle. If he's still entangled at the end of round 4, he's completely frozen and the villains win. But what happens if I free him? It doesn't really say. Presumably the match doesn't just end, because Mr. Freeze has to be KO'd and all the other bystanders have to be rescued. He wouldn't be rescued, he just wouldn't be entangled. If Nightwing was to punch him, that is. And like free him. The rules don't have anything. Like, it doesn't say what you do if you free Ferris Boyle. That's an odd one. Because I can free him, but then Nightwing has no icons to spend to make him like immediately evacuate. Because that's on the assumption that 2 punches is enough to break 3 entangle as well, which with the way I've been rolling is not necessarily the case. This all might be like pointless because I'm pretty sure Supergirl or Batman are going to just get KO'd and I'll lose via that way anyway. So whatever, he'll punch the hired gun, try and take a gun out of the equation. Base 1, spending a double, 3 dice, damage -2, did nothing. Fair enough. Alright, who is next? Supergirl. Alright, let's see. Supergirl's best chance of hurting Mr. Freeze is via a ranged attack this turn, not a close combat. Because she'd be rolling 5 dice close combat. She'd be rolling 7 dice ranged. And she does have movement, so I will move her. Spending 2 moves, that gives her 4. So, more than enough. I just need to move her there. So that was... Well, she's not slowed by difficult terrain, so it would just be him counting as 2. So 1, 2, or 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. She had more than enough. Because she spent a double, so she had 8. Yeah. So she'll melee attack the hired gun that Nightwing hit, the one that's wounded. So she's rolling 5 dice against him. Try and take a gun out. Damage -2. That would do 1. Oh wait, no, sorry, it was a double there. That's fine, he did 3, and they only have 3 health. Yeah. Done. Done and done. Now she will do a ranged attack against Mr. Freeze. So 3 base, and she's thrown in 4. I need to stop moving my hand in front of the camera because I know sometimes it makes the autofocus go nuts. Damage -3 on Mr. Freeze. So that's the 3 he would take away. She'd only be hitting him for 2, and she only has 1 focus, and she starts doing much less if she ever has 0 focus, so I can't spend it. She did 2 damage. I'll take the 2 damage. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Mr. Freeze has 3 health left. And that's Supergirl done for the turn. Come on, Batman. If it's Batman, we could still do this. Nope. Well, before the Crushers activate, Crusher, because there's only 1 left, the Enforcers get 1 action. There's 2 of them left alive. They're both punching Robin in the face. Robin's base defense is 3, but he's also getting boosted by another 3, so very unlikely he'll get hurt, but I shouldn't say that before rolling. 2 damage twice against Robin. Blocked the first one fully. The second one, also he blocked fully. The Crusher is going to move next to Batman and him because he can't get to Supergirl. Actually, now that Supergirl is so hurt, I think Batman does have the most HP. Let me see. No, it would be Nightwing, but Nightwing's nowhere close. So Batman has to block 1 attack, and he is currently at 3, 4, 5 defense. And he blocked 3, so he took 1. That's not terrible. I'll just flip one of them over to a 3. And take that away. There we go. So he's up to 6 damage of his 13. And that is them. Come on, Batman turn. At least take out Mr. Freeze. Nope. Well, again, before the hired guns activate, Robin gets punched in the face twice by the Enforcers who take 1 action. Damage -2. Fully blocked. Thank goodness his defense was so high this turn. He fully blocked. As for the hired guns, they still want to hit the person with the most HP, which is currently Nightwing. So he's going to move back and shoot him. He'll move back and shoot him. He'll move back and shoot him. So that is 3 of them firing once. And Nightwing's defense is currently 3, 4. So 2 damage 3 times. That's 3 damage. 2 damage. 2 damage. So that was 5, 6, 7 damage on Nightwing there. 7 damage of his 12 HP. But because none of them shot him twice, he doesn't come under fire. So there is that, I suppose. Actually, is he immune to it? No, he's not immune to it. But, oh well. Oh, I keep forgetting, when he's defending the quick wit upgrade I gave him, double hits count as blocks. I have been forgetting that every time. Too late now, but because I don't know what the roll was. Oh, come on. Well, super simple turn for the Enforcers. It's 4 attacks on Robin. 2 damage each time. He took 1 on the first one. 1 on the second one. Fully blocked the third. Fully blocked the fourth. So he took 2 damage in total. That puts him at 6 of his 10 health. Actually, he lived. Whose cards are even left? It's Batman and Mr. Freeze, right? Who's first? Okay, we're in with a chance. Batman has one thing to do. He has to knock out Mr. Freeze's 3 remaining HP. He is base to attack. He's spending 2 single punches that have blocks attached and 2 doubles. He has 2 focus, so he can reroll it once. He spent all his dice except another block, and it's damage -3. So there's the 3 damage that is blocked, and he's currently doing 4. So he has done enough that Mr. Freeze is KO'd. But that doesn't mean the mission ends, because we actually have to free the bystanders, including Ferris Boyle, presumably. So if we lose now, it would be a Pyrrhic victory, I would say. What does he have left? He just has blocks. He's done, and Mr. Freeze is the last card. So he's gone. Which means I have the entirety of turn 4 to rescue 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 civilians, or we lose anyway. So this is weird, but to do this last turn we need one person to punch Ferris Boyle free, but as far as the other ones go, I'm just going to roll all Batman's dice. I was hoping for exactly that. Okay, he gets 2 focus back and 2 chances to heal. Let's just roll the 2 dice together. He heals 2. That might help. There we go. So, he will share the punch to Nightwing, because Nightwing is next to Ferris Boyle. He needs to give himself a movement so he can get in there. In fact, he'll give him... No, because he could just use his... he's got a zip line as well. So in that case... Yeah, he will still need a foot, though. I'll give him a double punch to share that way. And then for Nightwing's dice... He also gets a focus back and potentially heals. Heals 1. Okay. That might make all the difference, honestly. He'll share double ranged with... Doesn't know himself, I guess. Because it's more about punching and whatnot. And he'll share a single foot to Supergirl. And Supergirl... It rolled 3 double feet! Well, that makes my decision for me, I guess, in terms of who's getting what. Oof. On the plus side, if she gets between, like, 2 civilians... Oh, that's not possible. Oh, no, it is. It is. If she got to there, she's adjacent to 2. Robin is healing 1 focus and hopefully some damage, because he's close to death. 2 damage. Perfect. So he's got 4 damage on him. And he's going to keep the foot. Actually, he'll give the foot to Batman. He'll give another... He's so far away, I don't think he's going to get enough movement to help, honestly. But whatever. Yeah, we'll keep it like that. I forgot to shuffle the cards, so we'll have to do that live. Obviously, missing out the Mr. Freeze card, because he's no longer on the map. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Oops. Shuffle. There we go. Just proving I'm doing it on camera. There. Who's first? It will be Nightwing first. So my plan, if it so can be called, is ignore the surviving hired goons and hope that I can rescue all the civilians, because then it instantly ends in my favour. This is the last turn regardless of what happens. So, Nightwing needs to free Ferris Boyle, and he will do that by initiating a range attack. So 1 base, plus he's spending a total of 3 icons for 3 more, and he just needs to do 3 damage. And he did a lot, he did 6. So Ferris is freed from his ice, but that doesn't mean he's off the table. Nightwing will spend a double ranged to save Ferris. And then he will spend a single foot to move... I think the best... Actually, he'll spend a double foot to give him lots of range, because then he can more than easily just walk up here, spend the single foot, and get rid of that civilian. And that's him entirely tapped. He has nothing else left. Next... The Batman. As far as I can tell, as long as Batman can rescue him, if they live long enough for Supergirl to get a turn, Supergirl can save the other 3 civilians. It's a case of whether they live till then, because Batman can spend 2 movement, 1 of his own, 1 he got from Robin. That gives him 6, which gives him just enough. Because that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because he counts as 2. To go there, and then he could spend whatever, double fist from Nightwing. Save that civilian. He can't do anything else. Oh no, he's adjacent to the hired gun. And they might get a turn first, so why not punch him? Yeah, why not? 2 base, he's got a double and a single. 3 more. Damage -2. -2, got him for 3, actually took him out. I'm glad I spotted that right at the end there. That still might not matter because Robin is in danger. But let's see whose card comes out next. It is the Enforcers. So Robin is barely visible at the top right of your screen. The Enforcers, the 2 surviving Enforcers are punching him twice. His defense is only 3 this time. But I am remembering that... oh wait, no, it's when he's making a melee attack. I was thinking of Nightwing. Yeah, he's probably going to go down to this because it's 2 damage 4 times on 3 dice. Let's see. 1 damage. Fully blocked. Fully blocked. He can't die now. And 1 damage. So he took a total of 2, so that put him at 6. He actually lived, but the Enforcers will continue to get turns when the Hired Gun and Crusher cards get drawn. So he's still got more attacks coming in on him. In fact, they're coming in right now, so let's just keep rolling, because if Heat and Robin goes down, it ends. So, 2 more attacks, 2 damage each. 1 damage, 1 damage. You take 2 more. So he's still living. Barely, that puts him at 8. And then the Crusher wants to attack the person with the most HP, which is currently Batman? Yeah. 1, 2, and then attack Batman once, who's currently at 4 defense. 4 damage, sorry. Batman took 3. Those are nasty. And that's them done. Let's just see if it's the hired guns. It's not, it's Tim Drake, there's a chance. Alright, I've moved the camera slightly. I think the best thing to do with Tim is just try to get him to safety. So, he is going to do a punch attack on the wounded enforcer just to try and take him out in case they chase him. So, damage -2. He actually got him for 3 and took him out, so that's handy. The other one's still going to chase him though, and the hired guns might activate first. He will spend a double to give him 6 movement, and he doesn't have to break away. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can't reach him now, so he's safe as is. He'll spend another foot and just move behind the car. He's not in cover, but the hired guns aren't going to come after him anyway, so it's fine. And then next, come on, just be Supergirl so I can get a win. Thank you. Okay, let's just do her turn. Actually, I'll need to move the camera for that to be a thing. To show everything. We'll just do it while recording. So, she'll spend a single foot. Gives her 4 movement. 1, 2, so she's adjacent. She'll spend double ranged. Free that civilian. She'll spend a double move for a total of 8. 1, 2, 3. And she's now adjacent to both them. She spends her other 2 feet. Gets rid of them. And I think that meets the criteria for winning. Let me just double check. The heroes win if they rescue all the bystanders and Mr. Freeze is KO'd. Yep. So that was really dicey. I thought I'd lost that at the end of turn 2. But we did win. Ferris Boyle's life has been saved, and Mr. Freeze, though in custody, longs to be reunited with Nora, his heart of ice. That doesn't really make much sense, but that's okay. And that's it. That is the end of this episode. The Heart of Ice is 3 acts. And going forwards, if you do want to see more, let me know in the comments. I'll be looking at how popular the series has been in general to decide whether or not to carry on. The next story is Joker's Favour, which, if I remember rightly, is when Joker gets like an accountant or something who owes him a favour and he just keeps on making him do horrible things. It introduces bomb mechanics, hostages, and is also 3 acts long, and also Joker's gas, which is an annoying mechanic from what I remember from the beta version of this. So, let me know if you would like to see more, and yeah, we might do it. I will swap out Supergirl for someone, not sure who, because she is super powerful, obviously. I think she carried us through Act 1, but either way, you can let me know. Thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you in the future. Ta-ta for now.